Okay, I'm just gonna assume that I'm live. I'm not gonna check yet. But anyways, hey guys, welcome back to another stream. In today's stream, I am basically gonna be setting up my new desktop PC. I got most of the parts for it, but the only part I don't have, which makes it look like a PC, is the case. But I do have the PC itself. I've got the power supply right there. I've got everything else. So what more is there? I've even got the RAM. I've got spare RAM behind me, but I got given the default RAM. I think this default RAM is only no, it's 2 gigs. 2 gigs is fine for working, but is it fine enough for gaming? I do have 4 gigs behind me, so I don't know if I'm going to use that as well. But luckily this is dual channel, because I know there are some desktops out there that only have single channel, and I think there's some that have what was it? Quad channel, which is wow, crazy. The more channels in RAM you have, the better. So we got the motherboard itself right there, along with the CPU fan. Now for some reason, the person I got this from, they didn't change the thermal paste. So the thermal paste is just really dry. I know the fan is going to be like it's going to be like a Xbox 360 fan with the Delta fan. I don't know if those fans sound like that, but it's most likely will sound like it because it's a regular fan. Now this PC, I don't know if my phone could see it, but it's only got a single case fan. Now yeah, I did balanced that fan over there because yeah. And my friend he gave me this Toshiba hard drive. It's a laptop hard drive, by the way, because this obviously goes in a laptop. Now I'm not sure what read and write speeds it is and what it should say on here. I know it's 500 gigabytes, but I do not know if it's SATA 2 or SATA 3. But judging by these extra connectors here, it tells me that it's probably SATA 2 or even SATA 1. I'm hoping it's not SATA 1, because that would be terrible. It is 2016. It does say February 28th, 2016. This hard drive, I'm literally not even joking, this is fairly new. 2016, 20th of February. That is, for a hard drive like this, that's crazy. But that's when the hard drive was manufactured, and I'm going to assume it still works perfectly fine. So, it's still fairly new, but back then, why people use this kind of hard drive? This is a modern looking hard drive, but all I'm going to say is, I do not know how many platters are inside of this, and I don't know. Yeah, I think since it's 2016, it may be SATA 3, which is positive. That's what I like. Something with SATA 3 in it, because 2016, obviously it should already have it. It doesn't mention it, but if you look at the year, it should have it anyways. Because I think it was sometime in 2008, 2009. No, I think it was 2007, which was, the first SSD. SATA 3, I think that came out in 2008, 2009, so Windows 7 kind of era. But I know for the SSD, the SSD came out, first ever SSD ever was 2007. Which is crazy. You can use that with the Windows Vista perfectly fine. So, basically, I would definitely recommend, if you're using Windows with a mechanical hard drive, I would just say switch over to SSD, because I've did that for my laptop, and honestly, it's way more. How can I say? It's way more faster now. It's way more better. It turns on a lot faster, and it's extremely quiet. It's very power efficient. It barely ever gets hot, and it does not create as much heat as my other hard drive did. Because I remember my previous hard drive, my first ever hard drive, the first hard drive from that laptop, if I show you guys, that hard drive there, the hard drive will go extremely hot. That's probably why it's wearing out so much. But I don't know how hot this hard drive is, and I don't know what's the state of this hard drive, but I kind of know the environment it was in. But what's it called? I don't know the state, the hard drive. I don't know what's it called. I don't know I don't know how long of a life it has left in it. That's what I kind of mean by state. But anyways, I'm going to turn this PC on without the hard drive. I'm not gonna hook it up to anything. I just want to know if the power supply works, and obviously my friend had proved to me it does. The power supply does work. I was on a video call with him. The power supply does work. But one thing he did wrong, and good thing he didn't do it for way too long, because honestly, he would have fried a component in the power supply, maybe even on the PC itself. But you never know. So basically, he had the connector for the plug, and basically he what's it called? He did the terminals in the wrong way, because in the UK plugs, you got the live, neutral, and ground, and I think he put the live and the other one. So this and this one, he swapped them around without me knowing. I didn't even know properly, so I didn't have proper knowledge, but I said, okay, it looks good enough. So we put it all in. The PC did turn on, but I think since it was kind of backwards, it was still powering. The only issue was, I'm pretty sure the hard drive was also spinning backwards as well. I could just imagine it spinning backwards, and obviously it would write data and stuff, but spinning backwards. And then he told me that the CPU was getting really hot, obviously because it's what it does. But when it's working forward, when it's working normally, so what's it called? Me and him watched a video on the video call, and it showed that it was not the correct way around. So Mackenzie corrected it, and then he put the plug back together, put it on, PC turned on perfectly. So all it was, we didn't have proper knowledge. So you see, the thing is, I normally don't really work with wiring and plugs, but when it comes to PC wiring and when it comes to motherboard, that stuff, this is really easy. Like, how can you get this wrong? The only thing is the cable management. Now, I don't know if this is by default, but I normally see there's a zip tie on there, and obviously it's cut as well. So, but yeah, this makes cable management a whole lot easier. So it's just way easier, cable management. He also gave me a switch. Let me show you guys the switch. So there's a little LED right there that's going to tell me if the PC is on or off. I don't know what this LED does. I'm going to assume one of the LEDs are probably for the hard drive or the RAM. I don't know. But what I'm going to do now, I just hoovered out. I took out the power. I took apart the power supply, because the power supply, I was guessing it was a bit rusty, and it was. Only on the outside, not really internally. Only externally, it was looking like that. I took apart the power supply. There was a massive kind of cobweb going across like the power supply fan. Mackenzie, man. Testing 1 2. Gotta go on my where is it gone? Testing 1 2. Wait. Put those to max. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mackenzie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly on your live stream because I'm watching.
No, I mean on my fucking laptop. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. For God's sakes. I'm pretty sure it was this one. But hold on. Put this back to 100%. Put this back to 100%.
No, I can't hear you.
Why?
Because of the desktop PC.
Well, what's it called? For some reason my laptop on this SSD, I don't know why, but my my laptop
Father's unlocked the door.
my laptop on this SSD for some reason, like the microphone drivers don't work, and I don't have a clue why, honestly.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
In a minute. Let's check. Okay. Testing 1 2.
Fuck you, Fahad Malik.
Oh my god, man. Okay. Let's just select this one. Testing 1 2.
Expose you right now with Alexa.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Probably leave it at default for now. Right. What I'm gonna do. Going to. There we go. Exit out. Not detecting visit settings. Okay.
1 2 1 2, shut the fuck up.
Later. Webcam. OBS? No, it's not OBS. Alright. Okay. What the hell? Why is noise suppression on? I don't even need that shit. All these extra processing, like noise suppression, noise reduction. Where's the rest? Noise reduction off, because you do not need this. Advanced voice activity, you do not need this either. Same thing with advanced voice, advanced automatic gain control. You do not need that either. Where is it gone? I think that's really it though. Yeah. Also, make sure. Fucking hell, Mackenzie. Make sure automatic sensitivity is off as well, because you do not need this shit as well, because your voice will not be picked up properly. So, yeah, so there's something wrong going on with my microphone drivers. This happened before, but I know I don't have a fault. I know my microphone is not faulty, for sure. My microphone is not faulty, because if it works, it works. So, I just got a notification thing here saying this. So I clicked on visit settings. And then it brings me to here. So I think there's something wrong with my fucking... Hold on. I have to fucking mute this. There we go. I think there's something wrong with my laptop's microphone drivers. I think it's a microphone driver issue. Now if I quickly go to the microphone settings, where is... Okay, if I go to device... If I disable it and re-enable it, that might fix it. because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't tried it before, but I'm pretty sure it will. So let's just do it anyways. So now what I do? Gonna re-enable them. So enable. Yeah. Now what I do? Go back. Close out of Device Manager. Go back into Desktop App, and what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna go back to my microphone settings. Voice and video. Testing. Whoa, wait. I think I just saw something. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me, Mackenzie? What about here? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let's do a little thing. Testing 1 2. Wait, I forgot I muted it. Hold on. There we go. What else? Testing 1 2. Can you hear me or not? Let me know in the comments down below. What? Oh my god, my legs are getting tired, man. Well, I don't know where else to put this laptop, because if I show you, I've got a live connection on the back. So if I touch that live connection, it's gone, pretty much. So I've got no choice where to put this PC. I'm going to have to put it on my bed or something. Just to continue on, but I honestly don't know. Like, I could stay connected, but what's it called? I can stay connected, but I can't really talk because my microphone drivers don't work. I don't know what's going on with my PC. Weird stuff. It's the Windows. I don't know what happens, isn't it? That's why you have the diagnostics service enabled, but I like to have it enabled anyways. Yeah, that live connection on the back, I've got to really take care of that. Just got to just put my PC. Gonna just put my PC here for now. Don't want to touch anything, that's all. There we go. Okay. PC is on the edge, but I'm just gonna. Oh fuck. Right, this is what it currently looks like. See, PC is on the edge, yeah. So making sure those pins don't touch. So carrying on. Now this is on. My PC is probably gonna sleep in a minute. Got to make sure it stays on because I got to stay connected on that call. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it on, see if it powers on. What is it, Mackenzie? What's going on, Mackenzie? Mackenzie, man, what's going on? So I'm gonna turn it on from the back. This is the Xbox power plug as well. Make sure it's turned off, alright? Okay. Now it's on. This is the big part. Let's see what my PC is gonna do if I try to turn it on. Now, I'm hoping it turns on, because now this is live power, yeah? So this is the kind of stuff you do not want to mess with, because yeah, apparently Mackenzie told me that when you turn on the power supply, it makes a pop sound. So I've got to look for that pop sound now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's on. Yep, power supply is on. Oh, this is really getting me nervous. This is serious stuff, guys. Hey there, Mackenzie. Fucking hell. Yeah, he gave me this little switch. Turn it on with. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Shitty hell. Why is it making that sound? That's the fucking power supply fan. Okay. I don't know if it's supposed to make that sound, but that's fucking loud, okay? I've got to find out why it's making that sound. That's fucking loud as. Okay, I don't feel any airflow. It's blowing on this side. Yeah, it feels like it's blowing down. What I'm gonna do, because this power supply fan is pumping out a load of air. I think it's because something in the power supply has gone rusted. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'm just gonna switch the PC off now. Don't really need it on. Just hold it. That's a fucking horrible sound, you know. Yeah, a PC power supply is supposed to be quiet as, not that loud. So I'm going to turn it back on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And for some reason, the fans on the CPUs, for some reason, go... I don't know why. This is my first time with a desktop PC, so I'm going to have a lot of knowledge, but not as much, like, I'm not going to have much experience, because this is my first ever desktop, if you know, because my normal PC... Oh, wow. Now it's running a little bit more quieter. It's still pumping out a load of air. I'm gonna restart it a few more times. Ready? I like how the fans go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I like how the fans go. It's like, oh wow, the fans are like full. So that right there, I guess the power supply. Was there not something properly plugged in? Yeah, I seriously don't know what's going on. I know the CPU has no thermal paste, so I'm going to give the CPU a nice amount of thermal paste. Yeah, Mackenzie said he wanted his PC back, but I don't know if I'm going to give it back. Well, I actually want to keep this, but I don't know. I'm thinking. So Mackenzie said, well, how's he going to give me the casing? He might come over my house. He might give it to me in person somewhere else. I don't know where. I don't know if the case is going to fit in my bag. But yet, the fans kind of feel like they're sucking, yeah? Well, it sounds really wrong, but yeah. Yep, this fan is doing it. Same with this fan. This fan on the edge that I put there, that I balanced, that's a case fan. The main fan is for the CPU fan. Now, what I'm going to do, one thing. It does sound nice, okay? This one thing. This PC fans are, most of them, the newer ones are quieter. But I've seen on YouTube that you can get Noctua fans, which are like dead silent, literally. Like, the motors don't make any sound, but they sound fine with it, literally. I could probably have this running overnight, if it's not too loud. But I don't quite know, because I don't know if I want to have this running overnight. I might. If I do have it running overnight, great. I don't know how I'm going to sleep with this. Because normally when I sleep in total darkness. I sleep with just silence. I don't like anything else. But if I have to, it's not too bad, if you know what I mean. The power supply fans are usually the loudest compared to the CPU fan and the case fan. Since the CPU fan and the case fan usually quite the same, but the power supply fan is going to be pretty old. This is an old power supply. It looks that old, and the fan inside does look like kind of like an Xbox original fan. It does look about that old. It's probably from like the 2000s. What do you expect from technology back then? But the first time I'm gonna turn this on, I'm gonna look on stream playback if my stream is actually going. So I'm gonna launch Chrome real quickly. So Chrome. I'm gonna quickly just launch Chrome, and I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on, I was just searching for something. Let's go on YouTube. There it is. Okay, let's quickly just 0.52. Last time it's 0.46. Let's go to my stream, shall we? Because I'm right there. Oh, look at that thumbnail, guys. Look at that thumbnail. Literally, look at that thumbnail, guys. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we do have audio. Let's see what the audio sounds like from the background sound. Ready?
That's crazy, okay. Yeah, we do have audio.
So you kind of can hear the PC in the background.
Ready? That's crazy, okay.
I don't want to create an echo, but I like how the I like how the exposure of the camera is like really good at adjusting. I'm getting notifications now, so let me just clear out all my notifications. There's my notification right there. Okay, what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna clear out all the notifications. So all you have to do is you just have to go there, click clear. There we go. All the notifications are gone. Yeah. So wait, I'm gonna skip back to where the PC first turned on. That'll probably be there, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's when I put in the camera at the PC or the phone. I like how the PC just running in the background while I'm just still, I wouldn't say filming, I'm just live streaming. I wanna show you guys what it sounded like first, just so you guys know. But yeah, this thing should be running more quieter now since I cleaned it out. It was probably running loud in the first place because it was so dusty and all that stuff in there. But I cleaned it out with a Hoover anyways. Ready, guys?
Yeah. So this is the kind of stuff you do not want to mess with because yeah, apparently because he told me that when you turn on the power supply it makes a pop. 3, 2, 1. It's on.
So that's the live power on the back. So right there.
This is serious stuff, guys. Yeah, give me this little switch. Turn it on with it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Whoa.
That's literally what it sounded like.
Why is it making that sound? That's the fucking power supply, fam. Okay. I don't know if it's supposed to make that sound, but that's fucking loud, okay? I've got to find out why it's making that sound. That's fucking loud as. Okay, I don't feel any airflow. It's blown on this side. Yeah, it feels like it's blowing down. What I'm gonna do, because this power supply fan's pumping out a load of air. I think it's because something in the power supply has gone rusted. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'm just going to switch the...
But look, guys. Ready?
Just hold it.
So now the PC's off.
Sound, you know? Yeah, a PC power supply is supposed to be quiet as, not that loud. So I'm going to turn it back on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And for some reason, the fans on the CPUs, for some reason, go... I don't know why. This is my first time with a desktop PC, so I'm going to have a lot of knowledge, but not as much, like, off.
Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. Yep. So, now that I know the PC does post and my live stream is going good, I don't want to leave it running for too long, just in case I get a copyright strike. But what I'm going to do is disconnect from the Wi-Fi on my laptop, just so I can just I'm just going to put my laptop to sleep, actually. Look at that. Ready? Sometimes it does like to idle around, but sometimes it just goes to sleep instantly. Don't know why it does that, but... Yep, there's definitely airflow. I can definitely feel... You see, this is the thing. If you guys clean out your technology, you can get airflow. If you don't clean out your technology, though, the dust will keep building up and building up. And you do not need dust to build up in your power supply, especially in your power supply, because that's the part that needs the most cooling. The CPU needs cooling as well. That's also the main part of the entire thing. But the thing that needs most of the cooling is the thing that's giving the power to the motherboard, because that most of the time is going to get more hot than the actual CPU itself. And yes, if you didn't know, this is a HP motherboard. It did say HP on this somewhere. There it is, right there. It says HP. This is a HP motherboard. And I did discover this does have a slot for M.2, but I don't know if it's the type of M.2 that thing. But it does say 28 KCB, whatever that means. The GPU does need a heatsink. I've got a heatsink for that somewhere. I will give it thermal paste though. But yeah, that GPU is a bit, you know. But yeah, what's it called? One thing, you know, about like the PC, do not ever touch any of the components on the board while it's running, because that's one thing. But the one thing I'm gonna do, because I know it posts, for some reason the CPU has no pins. I don't know if it's because the CPU was supposed to have pins. I'm gonna research about the CPU. If the CPU originally doesn't have pins, that's completely fine. If it did have pins before, I will just buy a newer CPU just because. I know obviously a newer CPU is better, but this is running with the Core i3, pretty old technology, like 2008 maybe. I don't know. I would say 2010 maybe, but Core i3 is pretty old technology. I mean, this motherboard's pretty old. It's older than the PCs in my school. The power supply fan is calming down a little bit. It's blowing out a lot of air though, that's one thing. What if I just restart the PC? Three, two, one. Why isn't it powering on? Oh, I was gonna say then. Yeah, whenever this PC turns on, it kind of scares me because it goes like as if all the components were overheating and the fans were going to full speed. But I should just get used to that in just a few days. Just because I didn't know it was going to do that. So, I mean, I was kind of like freaking out. Like, why the hell is it doing that anyways? You got to kind of hold the thing until you see the fan stop spinning. Of course, the power supply fan's going to turn off. What I want to do though, I want to get a Noctua fan for the power supply as well, along as all the other fans on the across the motherboard as well. So this wiring, you're probably saying, who did this wiring? Did I get any help? I didn't get any help. This was all my wiring job. So I wired up the power supply, along with the fan connectors for the CPU fan and the extra power for the CPU as well. And obviously the thing for the hard drive, and you got the other bit on the power supply, so the hard drive can boot up as well. But I'm not really booting memory right now. I'm mostly just seeing how this thing runs first, because Anyways, though, we're going to kind of do it with a little exercise. So 3, 2, 1. So it looks like the CPU fans go. Yeah, I think the CPU gets extremely hot. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to get too hot. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn this PC off. Actually, no, what? Hold on. I'm just going to see, from this switch point of view, what does the PC do? What do these lights do when I turn on the PC in 3, 2, 1? Oh, so that light turns on. Is that the light for the power button? I'm going to kind of assume it is, because the PCs in my school are very, very similar to this. They've got a kind of huge block power supply. They've got the same RAM, the same fans. I don't know about the fans, but they do have the same... maybe the same power supply, but the one loud thing about my PC is always the hard drive. But thankfully they've been switched out by SSDs, so we're safe anyways. But who knows how long those SSDs are gonna last. But anyways, this right here, this switch, I'm just gonna think that this is for the power button. This switch is basically the power button anyways. So I've hooked up the power button as well. You can short this out with a screwdriver, but I don't really prefer it. I kind of prefer it with a switch, just because I like to have it with a switch more. And I kind of like to see all the parts spinning and how they work sometimes. But we got the BIOS battery as well, so that's how you reset the BIOS settings. You just take out the BIOS battery and put it back in. It's not that much of a deal anyways. So yeah, it looks like the CPU fan spins extremely high speed first, and then slows down, so it goes back to normal speed. Then all the other fans start spinning. I can kind of see a little bit of a frames per second thing there. Can you guys see that on the on that case fan? I can kind of see it. It's like I can kind of see it go. You know, like how you see on my TV, you kind of see like lines going across the screen, or is it below, like on the bottom? Kind of see this with the fan. That's just because how fast it's spinning. But anyways, if I get a more bladed fan, I'll be able to pull more air. So, and I'm already feeling cold. I don't know why. I don't know if it's from the air out there, or if it's the air just from this the PC fans. But one thing is, yeah, I'm gonna have to run it caseless because I don't know what it would be like. I think if I just have it on glass, because that surface there is glass. If I have it on glass, just running on glass, hook it up to my TV, and that should just be fine. But the power supply fan is gonna be the loudest. I need to see what I can do for the power supply fan because I shouldn't have it really being this dusty. I could take apart the power supply and show you what's inside, but I don't know because right now it's not running. So it's running, but I don't really want to disturb it or anything. But the components are a bit dusty. That's one thing. The more I clean out this power supply, the more quieter it would get. Now it's pushing out a lot of air from the back. Hear this, guys. Here's the fan for the CPU. And here's the fan for the case, or case fan. Okay. I don't want to get my phone too close, just in case I accidentally hit the fan and the fan knocks down. Because that fan is balanced right now. It's keeping some part of the PC cool, which is a good thing to see because I like the PC. I like to see the whole thing being cool, anyways. But it's kind of, I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of a bit strange how it's only got one case fan. I don't know if it originally had one case fan. I don't know if Mackenzie lost another fan. I don't know, but you know, the fact that it's got one case fan, I don't know. You see, I don't know the story what happened to this PC. I just got given it, but I mean, at least it works. At least it does power on. At least Mackenzie didn't damage any component in the power supply, which is good. But what's it called? He did have another power supply, which was, I think, a little bit better than this one. But I'm fine with a lower spec power supply because yeah, it's all about the power supply. The specs on the power supply, if they're good enough, then I'm pretty sure the PC would run perfectly fine. So, you know, laptop is a little bit different because that's just 19.1 volts. Let's turn that off, shall we? I don't want to have live power going on through my bed now, do I? Let's wait for that LED to turn off. There we go, turned off. Yeah, so basically, Mackenzie pre-downloaded everything and preloaded all of my data and everything. It's going to be on this hard drive. The next thing I've got to do for this hard drive, boot it up, obviously, go onto Windows 10, see what I can do from there, and yeah. But since it's a PC, I would probably just use a monitor with it. But again, I don't have a monitor, so I do have a VGA port on my TV. I was gonna say PC, obviously I do. On my TV, I would just hook it up through the VGA port on my TV. That's what another one of my friends did. So another one of my friends did not have a monitor, and he did the same method. So he hooked up his PC through HDMI to his TV. So, you know, I do have a VGA cable somewhere. It's in this room somewhere. So if I look for it, then obviously I could find it. I don't know if it works, as I have not tested it. I just have it laying around. I have not tested it yet, so I don't quite know if it works or not. But, you know, I want kind of a small, compact PC case. I don't really want a massive ass PC case because, you know, it's not much of a point. I mean, yes, you do have more airflow, but at the same time, you don't really have you don't really have what's it called? At the same time, you don't really have much space for the, you know, kind of keep the PC there. So I want a small compact case that are, you know, kind of slim, not so slim, but at least about, you know, about this slim maybe. It could be a little bit thick. It doesn't matter, but as long as it's small and thin, it's fine. But anyways, I want to keep this power supply from going too hot, so I'm going to now switch off the PC, and I'm going to show you guys that the components of my motherboard. Look at this. If I switch this off, that was a weird squeak my power supply on my fan just made. I'm going to turn off the live power from the back. I love how it's like a PS3, a PS2 or PS3, where like it's got the little switch on the back. So what I'm going to do next, it's good that the PC does run, it does turn on, and it does post as well. But I think there's something wrong with the VGA port, because Mackenzie told me there was something, I forgot what it was, wrong with the VGA port. But anyways, what's it called? This PC also has a beeper as well. Not sure if you can see it. It's next to the HP logo, like literally right there. It's kind of hard to see things on the phone screen because my brightness settings. But anyways, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch the live power off from the back, just to be more secure. And then now I'm going to, where is it? I'm going to unscrew the little heatsink. If I had a screwdriver with me, which I currently do downstairs, I don't know what's going on with this. Hold on a second. That's not supposed to be happening. No, I don't want to pull on a fan cable. The fan didn't do anything wrong to me, so why should I hurt it? Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the processor in a minute. Down. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver or something. This shit is just not coming off. I do need something like a screwdriver, yeah. Possibly a flathead, maybe a Phillips. Check if Phillips work. I don't know though. I know a flathead would definitely work, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab. First, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Phillips screw. If that doesn't work, then I'll get my flathead bit and I'll work with that. So be back in a bit. Just see you guys in a bit, guys. So hopefully my phone doesn't die. How much percent is my phone on? 61%. Okay, keep track of that. My phone is on 61%. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, everyone. I almost bumped into my fucking PC. That would have been horrible if I did. But anyways, now I've got my Phillips screwdriver. Put my phone here. Alright, now I'm gonna just show you guys. Hopefully it does. Oh, showing signs of unscrewing. Really good, really good. Yeah, I remember just manually just screwing it with my hand, but it wasn't screwing in all the way. Okay, so you can do it with a flathead. With a flathead is a bit more secure. Phillips, not so much, but still is a bit secure. Okay, I'll probably leave that one in there or something. There we go. Fan does come up. Where is... Hold on. There we go. Case fan is free. Now it's going to start dangling like this. But I've got to take care of my thing here. So let me just show you guys. This heatsink, did it ever get warm? Barely ever got hot. Look, guys, the heatsink. I'm touching it now. Barely ever get hot. Look at this. Ready? If I touch the heatsink, look at this. It's super dry thermal paste. If you look at the processor as well, where could I put this heatsink? Might put it on top of this power supply, if it doesn't create any anti-static or anything like that. Let me. The processor did warm up. Okay, so the processor is working, or the CPU, let's say. One thing I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna give it a nice repaint. Oh my god, this is so springed back. Let me just. How do they do it in the video? Oh yeah, they pull this back, don't they? Oh yeah, that's how they do it in the videos. I see what was it? Yeah, gaming PC build ASMR video. For some reason this CPU, if you take a look at it, it's a pretty heavy CPU. It does weigh a few milligrams. This CPU did warm up. What about the pins? The pins warm up? No, obviously not. But the CPU did give signs that it was getting powered. Now, one thing I do also like to do, there's a bit of thermal paste. I think that was a bit of a wet thermal paste, but this fucking thermal paste is dry as, man. This is an Intel Core i3 2120, whatever that means. I know the ones in my schools are Core i7 3370K. But anyways, though, this is still a fairly good CPU. In my laptop, I will. Okay, I didn't know this was that old. I don't know what to make of this PC, but this CPU, look how old this shit is. Let me just zoom in. I did not expect it to be this old. I was getting a Discord call, guys. Sorry about that, but look how old that is. Do you guys see how old that is? If it's gonna adjust the exposure and focus. Do you guys see how old that is? 1997. Like, seriously. I don't know if this CPU is seriously that old, but it is 3.30 gigahertz. But wow, 1997, that's ages ago. That's like what, 20 something years old? That's like what? How many years would that be? That would be like 20, 23, 24? Probably been 24, 25 years ago. So, you know, like absolutely ages ago. I mean, yeah, PS1 was around. So, you know, that's that. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Basically my extender is failing, or it was failing. Then I connected to my home Wi-Fi, and then it was slowly my frames was increasing, but then they dropped again because somebody fucking decided to fucking call me on Discord. They could have called me before. I called them before. They never picked up or anything. They're calling me now when I'm live streaming. Call me afterwards. Like, are you fucking stupid? Literally. Fucking hell, man. People. Anyways, what's it called? Yeah, I'm just frustrated by like how fucking people don't understand. How fucking people just, I don't know. Anyways, so what's it called? Yeah. So by the looks of it, this CPU does need new thermal paste. But I do know, since I've learned from the PS3 as well, the heat spreader bit in the PS3 and obviously in any other desktop PC CPU has thermal paste under that as well, I'm pretty sure. Because you can delid a CPU. I'm not sure if you can delid any CPU, but this is just like that PS3, this CPU here. But this is Intel technology. If I got like a AMD Ryzen, I'm more familiar with AMD, but Intel, I have stayed with Intel for a little bit more longer. I don't know, it's kind of 50-50. I've stayed with AMD and Intel for the longest. Nvidia, I don't know. Nvidia normally don't make CPUs. I don't think they even make APUs, because I don't think they know how to make the CPU, but they know how to make the GPUs. So, I mean, yeah, this does have PCIe, but it might be a very old version of it. It's probably like PCIe Gen 1 or Gen 2. I think it's Gen 2 because it's black. maybe. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with this kind of stuff. I mean, I am, but like, I don't know much about PCIe that much yet. Anyways, this looks like it's got PCIe Gen 2. Anyways, and it's got M.2 or probably NVMe. Yeah, I think this slot right here is the old version of NVMe. But I don't know how old this motherboard really is. So, what I'm gonna do is, you can probably see if I turn the screw, it's slightly rusted. So I think the rust is kind of preventing the screw from turning all the way. That's one massive problem I have with this. But yeah, I've got the main component here anyways. Without this, the PC, I think the power supply would turn on, but the actual PC itself would not be able to operate properly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically go ahead and get my thermal paste and stuff ready, and I'm basically just going to clean off the old thermal paste, put on the new thermal paste, and see how it performs. Because I'm going to clean the pins as well, apply new thermal paste on the heatsink too, and just hope that it all works. It should be quiet. If not, then that's still okay. I can just apply thermal paste on here, even though this part normally, even in laptops, the GPU normally uses a thermal pad. Some don't. Some laptops do use thermal paste because the companies do care. But companies like Dell, with the older Dell laptops, they always just put the thermal pad and they just pass it on, and yeah. So that's just the problem with the older Dell laptops. But with the newer ones, I don't know what they did because I don't have the newer ones. Oh, I know Dell is really, really good with their PCs though. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm running such low frames. Hopefully my extender isn't failing anymore. It was kind of my I don't know why it fails. Honestly I don't know why. I think it's because it's doing things too fast or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, the CPU socket, how am I going to take this off? Because I did see someone one day take this off, but I don't know how you do it. Looks like it's glued on. I probably can't really take it off. You see, if I could take it off, that would be really good. But I don't know. So, yeah, basically, this is kind of like a PlayStation 3, but I don't know. I would have a heat spreader on the GPU as well. But remember, this is going to be Intel 2000 maybe graphics. I don't know. But I will be running Hitman 2 on Intel graphics. Just seeing how smooth it all runs. Because this is a desktop and it does not have HDMI. As expected, because normally HP old desktop PCs don't have HDMI. They've only got VGA. VGA is still good in some way, but I don't know if they're good all the way. I mean, VGA, it's not really that clear because it's only 1366 by 768, but I think you can do 1920 by 1080 through it, so that's pretty good. And you know, given by the HDMI on my laptop, on my TV, things look so good. They look super clear as well, but I don't know if VGA can deliver the same thing. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. I don't quite know. So, anyways, what I'm going to do is, yeah, going to have it like this. The heatsink doesn't really need cleaning from the bottom, as far as the bottom looks. But from the top, I can do that any time from the top, but from the bottom, I can't do that at the moment. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to clean off the old thermal paste, apply the new one. And then, well, before I do that, I need to remember that I need to clean these connectors because I want the CPU to actually, properly function and everything. Just because I don't know if I'm going to clean the pins. The pins are a lot harder to clean, especially if it's a CPU socket. One thing I found really hard to clean about my APU as well was obviously the time. But I don't want to, take off the heatsink, see that fresh thermal paste and apply a new one. Yeah. Now because this is a PC, I can get a better heatsink for the CPU, but do I really need to? Because I don't know. I think the bigger heatsink is probably gonna be like really tall, but I don't know. I do have another heatsink, but I don't know. I don't think that heatsink is gonna fit because the heat spread on the CPU is really big, and that's more of a GPU thing. So I'm gonna clean off the GPU as well. Apply thermal paste on the heatsink, put it on the GPU, and then same thing with the CPU. So they both get good cooling. Because one thing about a PC, always got to make sure that your CPU and your GPU has amazing cooling. Otherwise, if it doesn't, well, all I can say is run your stuff at very low power if it's not getting the best cooling. If you don't know how to apply thermal paste, because if you never did it before, it's really simple. All you have to do is go to Amazon, buy your Arctic Silver 5, wait for it to arrive, and then open up your PC the day the thermal paste arrives. So whatever you're doing, just pause it or finish it, and yeah, even if you're sleepy, just have your sleep, and then the next day you can do it. Take off the heatsink off the CPU. Clean the old thermal paste off. This thermal paste is, doesn't feel so smooth. Feels more rough. This is really dried out thermal paste. Same thing on the CPU. So I've got to clean both. So I'm gonna clean that, and then obviously once this is fully clean and that, I normally use baby wipes because they don't really. The ones I use don't really contain alcohol, but they do contain some other stuff. I don't know what. Well, just a few stuff. There was one baby wipe that I saw that did have alcohol, but I don't think I used that one. I don't know why. I think they were dried out or something like that, or they were just really old. I honestly don't quite know. But if you have alcohol in your baby wipes, just make sure to use it on your electronics because it's safe to use. As long as it's got alcohol, it's completely safe to use because alcohol is. If somebody just gave me alcohol, just straight up alcohol for drinking, you know what I would do with it? I would take it. I would be like, okay, thanks for the alcohol. Take it home, and then I would not drink it. Okay, I don't drink alcohol or I don't smoke either. I'm never gonna do that in the future either because I know both of those things are really bad for you, and they could damage you in really horrible ways. So don't. You kids out there, do not be smoking or drinking because trust me, it's not good. Even though I've never did it before, I don't want to do it. But if somebody forces me to do it, I'll just say no. I'm not doing it because I know it's bad. Just don't do it. Even in GTA, right? The reason that I never do it in GTA because if in real life, I sometimes pretend that I'm my GTA character. So if I drink alcohol in GTA, I don't really drink alcohol in real life. But if my character does, or if he's programmed to, well then I just let my friends kill my character because if he's programmed to, can't do much about it. All the most me and my friends could do is just I can rather kill my GTA character or yeah. So basically, I never drink alcohol in GTA because it's bad for your character as well in GTA, right? You do not want to drink alcohol in GTA 5 because do not drink alcohol, do not smoke because both of those things, even in GTA, are bad for you. Smoking takes down your lung capacity and drinking, that makes you run drunk or kind of, yeah, it makes you, if you start running, it kind of makes you run a little bit like off, but anyways. So yeah, I'll take the alcohol home. I would not drink it. I would not use it for any drinks or I would not add it in any of my recipes or any of my cooking. What I would do with it though, I'd use it for cleaning. Because alcohol originally is made for cleaning. If it's alcohol in anything, right? If somebody forced me to buy a bottle of wine, if I had to buy it, I would buy it. And then I would extract all the alcohol out of the wine. Probably just throw away the wine itself because I don't really need it. Have the alcohol extract only. Use it on my stuff. So use it on my electronics because I know that way it's good. I'm not consuming it, which is it's good anyways. So you don't want to consume alcohol. It's not good. Oh man. But yeah, this is one way how you keep healthy. Just don't drink alcohol or smoke. I know it can get addicting because I've seen a lot of people do get addicted. But trust me, just quit it, man. Honestly, literally. So, yeah, this board does have PCIe in it, and what's it called? PCIe is pretty good, to be honest. I've seen it in graphics cards. They always have PCIe, which means PCI Express, which is a really good thing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm probably going to go downstairs, get another baby wipe, clean my CPU off and my heatsink thoroughly, and then get a dry tissue, clean both again with a dry tissue. I'm going to include the connectors too, because the connectors, they're not really going to be that dirty, but I just want to clean them anyways, just so it makes a good connection between the CPU and the GPU and the pins underneath, so then it can turn on properly, it can start properly, it can do everything perfectly and not have any issues or errors. Because if you start getting CPU errors, if you start running into blue screens, then you want to think about taking out your CPU and cleaning the connectors or the pins. The pins are a little bit harder. You can do that with a toothbrush, like a very light toothbrush, not too like hard bristles, or ultra soft bristle toothbrush. You can use that too, and obviously use alcohol too, because like 99% IPA, that should work, or rubbing. Any should work. I don't know what IPA rubbing does, but I think the one in the baby wipes, I think they use rubbing alcohol, but I don't know. IPA does a little bit more. I think that's more based on electronics, but I don't know. I think they're both kind of the same, but I'm not too sure what properties they have. So, I'm gonna get this motherboard nice and clean, and probably not the motherboard itself, because it's not too dusty. It's not as dusty as my laptop, my Dell laptop, that was for sure, because my Dell laptop, my god, really dusty, like really dusty. And the thing about my Dell laptop, that's probably why it's been running into a lot of issues, because especially the graphics overheating, where it pretends to overheat but really it's not actually overheating, it's just the soldering. That's what I think is the soldering balls and underneath the GPU itself, so the GPU die or the GPU chip right there. The solder balls are not they've been melted, and they were probably also right here is literally a PC. You can run Windows on there. You just got to know the knowledge. You could try and jailbreak it, not like jailbreak it, but like you know what I mean, kind of thing. I don't know what, I forgot what they called it, but you can try to jailbreak it, and then try to run Windows, or jailbreak an OS, and then run Windows on there. But yeah, Windows, it does run perfectly fine, but it will run at kind of like a low resolution. So it's gonna run Windows, but it's gonna run at a low resolution, because I've seen it before. So imagine running Xbox 360 software on a PC. I'm pretty sure you can, because there are certain things out there that makes you. But anyways, PC, you can do anything. Like, PC is the original. That's why PC is so good. That's why a lot of people use PC, because PC is so good. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the CPU. It does weigh like a few milligrams. Like, literally, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just quite heavy. Normally it's supposed to be light, because with my APU is normally light. But I think it's because of the heat spreader that's probably making it so heavy. You could probably hear that in my hand. Ready? Ready? Yeah. That thing just, oh my gosh. It's pretty heavy though. It does weigh a few milligrams, so you want to really make sure you get a firm grip on that CPU. Yeah. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna clean off the old thermal paste as well as the pins. And yeah, so I'm gonna be back with all that. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. so loud. Normally it doesn't run so loud. Turns out the power supply fan is running at full speed because of all the dust. Because the power supply still brought there was so much dust. When I restarted a few times, the fan actually calmed down by a lot. Now it's literally running like a silent PC. So what you're gonna do is clean out your hardware, and literally it will literally be so good. So I can show you the PC running as well. Right now it's working good. Okay. Currently I'm cleaning the CPU. The CPU is the main CPU. The main CPU. Then the CPU. And the power supply fan. Alright, I'm back, and I'm back with the CPU. Oop, I got my phone. Back with the CPU, baby wipe, and a dry tissue behind the phone. So basically, I've cleaned the connectors now. So now it's good as new again. You can see the connectors are really shiny, which is really good to see because I like to have it that clean. I could try to clean the connectors. I could give it my best try. Could try to do that right now if I can. Ready? I'm gonna try to clean that right now. I know the thing just gets stuck, which isn't good. And you know why? Because I think I probably need a toothbrush. Anyways, though, that shouldn't really affect it, should it? That smells very electronic-y. I don't know why. Yeah, that smells really electronic-y. I don't know why. Just does. Alright, I gotta kind of align this now with all the other stuff. Gotta try not to bend any pins. It's the worst part about a CPU. There we go. We got most of it in. Why isn't it going in properly? There we go. Now it's mostly in, which is really good to see. Clean off that CPU. You see, the thing is, I think Mackenzie didn't have baby wipes. That's probably why he didn't clean off the thermal paste. Even though when you do a kind of a good kind of install, you are supposed to, when you put the whole PC back together, you are supposed to clean the CPU off thoroughly with a baby wipe or whatever alcohol thing you have. Any kind of wipe that cleans, make sure it doesn't eat the material. But yeah, so gonna apply the fresh new thermal paste in just a bit here. Just making sure my CPU is good as new again. Because, you know, secondhand stuff though. But like, yeah, so thermal paste is coming off, which is a good sign. normally tells me that the thermal paste is definitely coming off, obviously. But yeah, what's it called? I gotta clean the rest of the fans. It was not so dusty. I did clean out the fans with my Hoover while I was hoovering out the power supply. So I thought, why not just hoover out the fans as well? Did a great job. Most of it. Well, the fans were like, the dust was like, it was on there, but like, not so much. If you know what I mean. So yeah. Oh God. Pardon me, guys. Anyways. There we go. I got the old thermal paste off. This is what the old thermal paste is like. What is my phone doing? Okay. That's what the old thermal paste is like on there. So just cleaning off the rest of the CPU now. It's looking shiny again, is it? Yeah. Anyways. Cleaning off the CPU first. Then I'm going to work on the thing. And then the GPU. I don't know why thermal paste is so dry. It's getting on the actual CPU chip. Hold on. Put my down. Okay, there we go. I got that thermal paste off. Let's work on a little bit more of it. Good. Now I'm going to get my dry tissue, clean this off as well. We got to make sure the surface of the CPU is 100% dry. If it's not 100% dry, then, well, yeah, I mean, like, hold on. If it's not 100% clean, then something is wrong. Either my wipe is not good or I wasn't trying enough. Try again, shall we? Got to quickly apply the dry tissue. My CPU. Okay. Now we got to clean off this heatsink. Take a shot before. This is the before shot. All dirty and shitty. Now I'm gonna do an after shot. Ready? I'm gonna now get my baby wipe. Clean off the heatsink thoroughly. Yeah, these are the heatsink. The edge of the edge of the heatsink is really sharp. Don't know what to do, man. Because when they make it in the factory, I don't think they really think about it so much. But the CPU now is really clean. What I can do though, can just try to take off that fan connector. I don't need it on there anyways. Let's try to take off the fan connector, shall we? Oh man. Shit. It's really hard for the thing. But yeah, what if I just rest the fan on the top like that? Okay. Now Mackenzie has lost a screw for this. I don't know where the screw's gone, but he said he just lost it. Or I think he lost the spring. I think that's what it was. He lost the spring for the screw, and now it's gone somewhere. So, you know. Okay, that's most of the thermal paste coming off of the heatsink. The heatsink is also one key, well, because you've got to make sure the heatsink is really clean. If the heatsink is not clean, then it's not going to make a good connection with the chip. But you know, whatever you can do on the heatsink, just clean most of that thermal paste off. Oh man, that thermal paste. Wow, holy shit, that feels so rubbery. It's supposed to feel smooth, not rubbery. I don't know why it feels that way, like that. Let me just show you what it's currently like, guys. Look at this. Look at this. It literally feels rubbery. Like if I feels like rubber. But then if you look, not much thermal paste on my finger. So let me just rub some more off. Hold on, guys. What did I say? Say who you got it off. Yeah, I got it. I got this PC off Mackenzie because he was kind enough to give it to me. So thank you, Mackenzie, for the PC. Now I'm gonna enjoy it forever. So clean all this old thermal paste off. Oh man, it is coming off, man. Literally, is coming off, which is good. It's good if it comes off. Could try and spray something on there to get it off better. I could try that. Oh, what the fuck was that? I don't know what that was. That must have just been a clip. I honestly don't really know what the hell that was. Let me just do it like this. I don't know what the hell I just did, but hold on, if I scrape it. Yeah, thermal paste is going on my finger as well, which does mean it should just be coming off, right? Because this is probably the original thermal paste anyways. It's probably like the original Arctic Silver 5 or something. The original grade thermal paste they use. Kind of scrape it with my screwdriver, see if some of it comes off. Because I know some of it's still on the surface. Yeah, that one's coming off, which is good to see, but then the rest is not coming off. Now, when it comes to thermal paste, yeah, it's pretty hard to deal with. Should just be coming off anyways. Yeah, I can see this. I can start to see the surface again now, which is really good. I can't just leave the old thermal paste on like that because that's not really how. That's not so professional, is it? So. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of alcohol I need, but it came off the CPU. It's not coming off the heatsink. Probably have to rub it quite a lot. Yeah, rubbing it does make it appear a little bit better. I don't know what kind of thermal paste he used, but it's still on there. Very strange. But I really just want to get this fan connector off because I don't need it on there. So I'm trying to work on it, and I want to kind of work comfortably on it. And it's just on like the thing. I just want to work comfortably on the thing. So then I can actually get this thing working properly and cooling properly. Because that's how it's supposed to work. Otherwise, if it doesn't work properly, then, if it doesn't cool properly, then I don't know. Then I could try and fucking thing. That's a loaded thermal paste, though. That's a loaded thermal paste. Mackenzie, I don't know if you're still watching my stream, but if you are, I'm cleaning off the heatsink. Because the heatsink has a loaded thermal paste on there, and I'm trying to get that thermal paste off with my baby wipe. And this heatsink, it's at the same time it's sharp for some reason. I don't know why, but it just is. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get this stuff off the best I can, really. I could try and just use the thermal pad for now, But I don't know how good that's going to be for my cooling. It's slowly starting to actually reveal the actual surface, which is really good. Again, this stuff is really hard to get off. Oh man, this heatsink has just got, oh my, it's even got dirt in, oh my god, that's so bad. Wow. Didn't even notice it, it's got dirt inside of it too. Inside of the heatsink, so that's probably also why it's not cooling properly. And this is enough thermal paste for now. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Just because I have other stuff to do. Can't just be doing this all day. But if I have this running all the time, then yeah, pretty much fine. Yeah, that's all the thermal paste I can get rid of. There's still more left under the surface, my god. Wow, honestly, there's still more thermal paste left under the surface. If I just get rid of all this though, it should be fine. Yeah, there's not so much left though, but there is still something there. Especially in the middle, that's what I need to, get rid of. Because in the middle, that's what's mostly going to make the contact. Everywhere else, I don't know. Since this is a circular heatsink, I could try and do my first time with the dot method, or the spot method, or the P or the T, or whatever it's called. I think it's called the P method. P or the T. Let's get my dry tissue now, because I'm just fed up of this not being completely clean. I think most of it is clean anyways. Doesn't need so much cleaning. But again, there we go. That's all I can get rid of. This is the after shot. Ready? That thermal paste wasn't even coming off. Alright. Look at this, guys. Just go back. Hey man, look at this. Look, ready? Look at that. That's the after shot. So basically, I'm gonna put this back on my power supply. I don't have so much time to waste right now. I have a lot of other stuff to do. Now I'm just gonna put this back on the CPU. Okay, just like that. So, now the CPU and shit is all back together. Let's see. Let's put the new thermal paste on, and the new thermal paste is gonna be where is it? Arctic Silver 5. Now I will normally I like to do the spread method, but for this one, I don't know if I should do the P method. I don't quite know. What's it called though? I will see if I can try to just clean the top of the heatsink. The heatsink is dirty from the top as well. Well, from the bottom, I mean, not the top. Oh yeah, and the top obviously, but the bottom as well. The bottom's not so dirty. Just clean it easily. It's not much to clean anyways. that's the heatsink cleaned. Let's go ahead and get the new thermal paste, which is going to be might be in this. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is. Have to get the actual packet out itself. There's the thermal paste. Found it. Right, there it is. So, Arctic Server 5, I'm going to be able to apply it right now. So I'm going to get out the packet. I'm going to apply it on the CPU. Then I'm going to see how the PC runs then. I'm going to see if the fan actually runs a little bit more quieter. It probably does. I don't know. Yeah, Mackenzie, I don't know if you have any thermal paste laying around. If you do, then you could have did this, but I don't know. If you did have time, that was. If you didn't have time, obviously that makes sense. But anyways, I don't know why my extender appears to be really busy. But anyways, now that I've got the thermal paste cap off, I've got the thermal paste itself. I'm going to now squeeze out the thermal paste and show you guys what it's like. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The perfect amount of thermal paste. Nah, I'm only joking. I normally do the P method. Like that. And I normally put the cap back on. I don't want to dry this stuff out. This is really expensive, so why dry it out then, you know? Because I got my P method applied. Now I just go here, get one of my well done cards. Get one of my well done cards, because I normally don't apply thermal paste so often. Get a new one. Let's say get this one. Let's get a random one anyways. This is one of my old ones. Old Brilliant Learner cards that I'm probably never gonna use ever again. Because once I use one Brilliant Learner card, that's it. That's one gone, one down. Then I've only got like loads more to go. So we got the thermal paste on, and now we just gotta. Well, before I do anything, let's just take out the RAM. No, let's not do that, because I think if I do that, I might knock over this power supply. Anyways, let's just spread it like butter. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this stuff is a bit like wet, because I've not used it for so long. That's why. But if I mix it around, just get it right, then it will be perfect. But yeah, if you do the spread method on the CPU with the thermal paste, you will get good cooling. As long as cooling goes, yes, you will get amazing cooling, because the thermal paste is pretty much enough. Now for this, I don't know how much. The fuck? I don't know how much I need. So just gotta spread it out the surface. I don't know if I should apply. I don't think I should apply more. Anyways, I don't know. Could be wrong. I could just apply more. But I mean, why? This cabling management's really making it harder. Spread it out like butter. It's not so much thermal paste. It doesn't look like a lot. Let's go just horizontal, you bastard. Alright, my phone for some reason was gone vertical. I never realised it. But now it's gone horizontal. I could show you guys properly. So, I'm not looking at my phone screen all that much. I do need to put my phone somewhere though. But I still wanted to show you guys. What if I put my phone here? So if I put my phone on the, no, I don't think that's a good idea, is it? I was gonna say I'm gonna put my phone on the circuit board, but I think the capacitors still are holding charge. What about if I just put my phone here, but against the capacitor? I don't know. Maybe I could do it like this. Could have it like that, and then you guys see me in the mirror. Could do that. I'm hoping it does. I did it before. So put it like this. Hoping the phone actually stays. That's if the phone's gonna stay. Probably won't. Probably will. have to just see. Yeah, the phone might be a bit heavy. The things in the back just can't hold the phone so much. Maybe it can. Yep, it can. Right, I don't know what the phone can see because I can't see the phone screen so well. Now I'm not holding the phone. It's going to be way easier for me. So, you know. But yeah, you just want to get your thermal paste, spread it out evenly. This is why I always put the phone down, because I want to spread out my thermal paste evenly. Oh, I think I touched a tiny bit, but that's still fine. It's not going to be a big deal if it doesn't spread so properly. I can try to fix it. Okay, most of it's spread perfectly. my throat is getting really dry, so I need a thing. Because what most people do, they just apply the dot method on the thing, and then you just put it back together. But I like to spread on my thermal paste because I like to do a nice even job, so then it can cool nicely. So otherwise, I'm gonna have the PC that's going. It's going to be going really loud. It's going to be cooling a little bit, but not so much because the thermal paste is not completely level. Let's see. Let's see if we can spread all the thermal paste. Okay, that side is mostly done. That's really good. Let's see this side. I want to do it evenly, so all the thermal paste does spread. Because if some of it doesn't, then you know, I have to apply more. You never know. If I do run out of the Arctic Silver 5 though, it's kind of fine. Yeah, I did get some thermal paste on the CPU holder, but that's completely fine. Because, you know, it's going to be my first time anyways with a desktop processor. Okay. I might have to use a tiny bit more, which is fine for this application. Yeah, I could just use a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit more, though. Tiny bit. Tiny. There we go. That amount is fine. Arctic Silver 5 thermal paste be like. Okay. So I did just apply a new amount, just a tiny bit, just so I can get it spread across evenly across the CPU, because I need the entire CPU covered. Because if I get this whole CPU covered, which I should be able to, then yeah, it's fine. some of it on the side here. And some here. So it's not all spreading, but see if I can just... I don't want it to spread onto the fucking thing. But yeah, most of it is covered though. So don't have to worry much. That bit is mostly covered. But it's not 100% covered, but most of it is. The edges are not 100%. Well, one side is, two other sides aren't. But yeah, I think once I put on the heatsink, it should just all be perfectly fine. Because it's spreading like butter anyways. Should just be fine. Most of it is spread anyways, so I can just... Once I put on the heatsink, it should just all spread anyways. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, I'm probably going to leave it like that. Yeah, most of it is covered anyway, so I'll probably just leave it like that. This is afterwards, so let me show you guys afterwards what it looks like. Oh, low battery, I didn't even see. Yeah, I need to get water. Ooh. Sorry guys, I accidentally pressed the power off button on my phone and my phone just slept. Basically, I've got my heat spreader, well not my heat spreader, my thermal paste, my well done card and my thermal paste on my well done card. Shit, I accidentally dropped it because I didn't see. You know when you let go of something and then you don't realize that still stick to your hand, and then when you take your hand back to yourself, that just comes along with you. Don't know what the hell that was about. But now the CPU is perfectly covered. What I'm going to do now, put on the heatsink. Mostly it should be quiet anyways. Right, I don't know what orientation this should be. I think this could be any orientation, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know, maybe it has to be a specific orientation. I'm not exactly sure because I'm not too familiar. Well, I am really familiar, but I'm not like... I don't know how to explain it. I guess that'll probably do. Now I got my Phillips screwdriver and I'll just screw it all in. So, give me time with that. I just need time, that's what I need. It is squeaking. That's one thing though. It does squeak. I don't know why. Hold on, one thing that will make this way easier if I just take out this fucking fan. This fan's stopping me from doing this. So this should just pressure down the heatsink. I think that's in now. Yeah, that's in. It's not moving anymore. do the same with this screw. Kind of sound like I'm working at the garage. Hey guys, I'm working at the garage with my car tire. Woohoo! Even though I'm just screwing in a heatsink. It's making me tired. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? But yeah, this really should not be moving now because it's pretty much sat on the CPU. Let me see. Yeah, that's making contact directly with the CPU. The only thing is, that side isn't in. Let me get that side in too. It's gonna make me strip the screws, but like, what's it called? Just go horizontal. Come on. Gonna probably try and lift the motherboard and do it like that. See if that helps. Nope, doesn't really do much. Screw isn't turning much. What if I undo the screw on this side? Kind of even it out. If I even it out on this side. That's in. This in. Well, yeah, I could say it's most of it's in. Yeah, the heatsink may not be completely level, but that's fine. I'm honestly completely fine with that. Now is the part where I unscrew the fan. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Let's see if there's a way. Maybe there is. I don't know. See if what I can do. Cause I need get rid of that dust underneath the fan, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Anyways, though, let's see if let's just see if it turns on. Well, obviously it's gonna turn on. Turn on live power from the back. Don't know if I didn't forget anything. No, I didn't. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how quiet it runs now. Oh yeah, I forgot the this fan here. This fan has to be running on the thing. Hold on. I completely forgot. Hold on a minute. Let me sort this out a minute. There we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Now the CPU should get more cooling. It's barely sucking any air. Because you know why? If you take a look at the CPU fan, it's all thing. Yeah, the power supply fan's quiet now. But yeah, the CPU fan really does try to pull air though. But yeah, that's dust in the CPU fan though. Fucking hell, man. Could try and get rid of it. I don't know if that's really going to do much. If I just turn on the fan again. But yeah, it does run though. Definitely does run. Even the case fan runs. Okay. So yeah, all I need now is smaller screwdriver bit where I can get from anywhere, because the screwdriver bit's a little bit thick, but anyways, I can probably sort that in a minute. Let's see, can I sort it? Maybe. I don't know. I will be back though, so that's one thing. Actually, before I be back, I will just put this back there. There we go. Back in my pile of welding cards. If I do run out though, and I don't get given any more welding cards, then I can just not welding cards, brilliant learner cards. If I get given more brilliant learner cards, good. If I don't, and if I run out, I don't know what to do then. I could probably just use the other side. That's fine. Or start to go in my welding cards. But anyways, where's my thermal paste? So, let me put my thermal paste back in, because I know I don't really need it anymore. So let me just put this back in. I do need the other screw on the other side though. That's really important, because I've got to have that in. Otherwise, if the other screw isn't in, it's not really going to cool properly. That thermal paste that I applied on that side is going to go fucking dry. Honestly, I don't want it to go dry. So, but yeah, the only thing that's kind of stopping it now is the dust. So if I get rid of the dust, if I just find the screw, turn it off from the back as well. Okay, now that I've got good cooling and everything, put my thermal paste back in here. If I do need it again, I will just take it, but I don't need it at the moment. So. My capture card fell in there. That's brilliant, isn't it? Okay. Put my capture card back over there. Yeah, I can't really use my capture card at the moment because OBS is having a horrible issue. I don't know why. OBS is strange, but anyways, I'm now gonna just be right back, and I'm gonna be back with my other screwdriver bit. I'm hoping it does fit. If not, I'd probably just I do have another screwdriver set. I'd probably get those, because I know this one's probably not gonna fit. Could be wrong though, couldn't I? Let me go get my other screwdriver bit. And see if this screwdriver bit fits. It probably doesn't. Probably does. Hoping it does. Nope, exact same thing. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. try and unscrew it with this though, see if this works. Hoping it does. Looks like it's gonna fit. Oh yeah, it does. The screw is not unscrewing, that's kind of, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, got my set. Hoping now it does actually unscrew. And if it doesn't screw, amazing. Show you the set I've got. This is the set. Hold on. Right. Just take it out. Oh, it's one screw that's stuck. Okay, I was not expecting that. Okay. Let's get this bit then. See if this bit fits. Fucking hell. Okay. I just want to unscrew this PC fan. And yeah. This is going to be a really hard challenge because these screws are rusty and they're really hard to unscrew. So if I just try unscrew these screws. I need more torque on the screwdriver. What if I try to use this tissue? This tissue might just work. I need to use a lot more torque. No, it's not gonna work. Shit. Oh my god. This is great, isn't it? Oh, for God's sakes. I need to use more torque on a screwdriver, but the thing is, the screw isn't coming out, so I can't really get to the fan. I'm gonna have to just get the dust like this, then just pull it towards me. Let's get these sharper bits. Hold on. Where's that bit? There it is. I don't know what this is. I think this is from Mackenzie's house. This dust. Dust bunny. Look guys. I found a dust bunny. Look right there. I just pulled it out. But look, it's a fucking dust bunny. The phone's gonna fucking focus, that is. Phone, come on. Don't have all day. Come on, phone. I don't have all day, come on. Zoom in, this is just so ridiculous. This phone doesn't even want to focus. Maybe it's not in the right lighting. There we are. I got a dust bunny. It's not fully in focus. Let me get it fully in focus. Yeah. Nice dust bunny. Pulled it out. Put it right there though. Let's see what else I can pull out the PC. Now I'm hoping now I could pull my air, which is always a good sign. What else was, I think there was somewhere else. Hold on, I can't quite see it, so let me just get my flash phone. How much percent? 20%, that's fine. Okay. And just place this phone. I've got to be really careful with this now because, yeah. Just pull the phone's power supply towards me. There we go. Okay. So we now got to see. Hold on. Fuck. Nothing over there. Okay, that's good. I don't quite know about that. Yeah, there's not so much dust. There's only just that one part right there that's got the most dust. So I can just I can just clean it easily. It's fine. Get my screw bit then. There we are. Another dust bunny. Right, now when I turn back on the PC, let's see how much air it can pull now. Hoping it'll pull more air. 3, 2, 1. Honestly. Is it pulling more air? I think it's sucking more air. Yeah. It's blowing more air towards that side. So I think... Hold on. Let me just see. Let me just measure how much air it blows. Sucks, I mean. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, that's so much more air. How much does it suck? Holy shit. That suction is crazy. So yeah, pretty much now that I've got this working, probably hear that metal. Anyways, though, the fan is definitely pulling a lot of air. Now it's pretty much a perfectly running PC. You see, even the case fan's blowing a little bit. Obviously, it's not blowing much because there's not much to cool there. But this side, I've pulled out a lot of dust, and trust me now, it really does blow and suck a lot more than it did before. So the CPU is nice and cool now. So now if I feel, turn it off. Actually no, if I have it running for a bit, I'm just going to see what the CPU temperature was. But yeah, Arctic Silver 5 is supposed to improve the performance. Only issue is I can't get the fan to come off, which I really want it to, but it's not coming off, which is a pain for me because I've got no torque on my screwdriver. So I might have to take the screws out with pliers if that's my last option, to be honest. But I don't know, I might keep it like this. I don't know if there is any more dust. Okay, one thing I want to do now, turn the live power off. I want to know what the hell has happened to this chip here, because I was just looking at it while the thing was running. And I looked over here. What on earth has happened to this chip here? I don't know if that's flux. Somebody tried to solder it and they failed. Seriously, I really don't know. But I will try to clean it. If it does come off, that is. So I'll try to clean it right now. Hopefully I don't damage anything. Might have cleaned something, I honestly don't know. Cleaning a little bit. Yeah, I've cleaned most of it, which is good. Go over it with a tissue. Regular tissue. I think it's probably a bit of rust. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of cleaned up that chip a little bit more. Just so it can run a little bit more better. Because I don't like seeing a chip dirty like that. I honestly don't like it. So yeah. It's a little bit more cleaner, so now it should be running more efficient. Now if I turn it back on, live power from the back isn't off. I'll turn it on anyways. Turns on instantly now. I don't know how or why, but yeah, it just does. It literally turns on like a fucking PS3. How hot's the CPU getting? Okay, it feels cold at the moment. Let's see if this PC posts, because I really want to know if it does. Because I want to see Windows 10 boot up on my TV, or at least something on my TV. Don't know what though. Could try to put in another thing of RAM. This is only 2 gigs. I could put in 4 gigs, which, trust me, 4 gigs is way better. Actually, I'm going to leave this on. And take this screwdriver, put it back in. It kind of had some use, but not so much, but not all the use. And no, I normally organize my screwdrivers. I don't know what happened to this one. It's just not organized. I don't really have time to organize it right now, but once I do have the time, I will organize it myself. Off stream, obviously. Normally don't organize things on stream so much, because I just simply don't have time. I gotta be right back anyways. Right, everyone, I'm back, and I like how quiet it kind of runs. It's not running the quietest. The only loud part about it is the power supply fan, but that's okay. I'll see what I can do to fix that. Normally PC power supply fans are loud anyways. Put my laptop back. No, doesn't have any meaning to be here now. No, gotta take my other phone. Ugh. Okay, good. I managed to get that back on there. Yeah, this hard drive is fairly new, so I'm gonna try and get the best use out of it as I can. uses Phillips screws. I'm just going to assume the connectors right there, because obviously that's how they normally are. So yeah, so that's that. I'm going to see what my iPhone 6 is. I'm going to see if my stream still pops up on thing, because I don't know if it does. I'll have to see. Let me see what I get now. Got a notification. Getting that. Let me do it. Is that it? Go on YouTube. Search up my channel. I am still live. I am still live. Really good, okay. See, I can still watch things on my, I can still do things on my iPhone 6s. The only thing is it's got no SIM card, which is fine. That's still completely fine. I honestly don't mind no SIM card. Because, you know, it's phone at home. Anyways, so yeah, this hard drive is pretty much a laptop hard drive. I do need an SSD, so I'm gonna probably get an SSD for it soon. I don't know. I mean, if it's an old ass PC like that, then it will need an old ass hard drive to go with it, but not a laptop hard drive, because this is fairly new for that. That would need something like an old desktop hard drive, like something like, I don't know. I don't think it uses IDE. It does uses SATA, which tells me it's still not that new, but you know, still pretty old. But by the looks of it, it just looks like the motherboard. I don't know. It looks fairly old. But the fact that it's got M.2 or NVMe, it's not that old. I don't know when NVMe came out. I know NVMe is still fairly new as well. M.2 should be the newest. But yeah. So basically my fans are running. My PC is running. My power button, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because I mean, I don't know. It does look cool running a PC without the case, but obviously the PC needs its case to actually properly run and have all the components. Because right now, you know, you can see the case fan over there, CPU fan obviously where it normally is. The power supply is just standing like fucking, I don't know, like an Xbox 360. I don't know. And you can just see all the wires coming. There's a bunch of wires coming from the power supply, like a bunch. But luckily, it's mostly cable management anyways. You can see they have the cable tie, so makes them more neat. But it will be even more cable management if I get a PC case, because I know you've got to do that as well. And how I know? Because I pre-learned this stuff, you know. Okay, what else? What are the comments here? Donated £2. Okay. Random stuff. YT. Say who got it off. She blows and sucks. Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, the PC does, okay? But I just pulled out a bit more dust. Now there's a lot more airflow on the CPU side of things. So there you go. That's how you just pull out all the dust, I guess. I mean, it just needed a good cleaning, especially in the power supply. You know, the power supply needs a good thorough clean, because, well, if there's like tiny bit of dust, like say not dust fluff, because dust fluff is what makes it go full speed. If it's like dust, like the dust you saw in my Dell laptop, that was just on the motherboard, not the fan and the heatsink, not the dust fluff, the normal dust. If that kind of dust, and the power supply will still run quiet but not so quiet, that kind of dust normally gets on the fan. But normally it's dust fluff which kind of makes the thing go higher speed, because obviously the dust fluff is kind of, I don't know, it's just in the air, I guess. But never run this on a carpet, because obviously it will be static. That's one thing I've learned. If you run anything on the carpet, like a PC or any kind of PC kind of thing, then it's not really going to run properly. It's not going to have good cooling, depending on how it cools. So if I get a PC case for it, and if the PC case has air vents on the bottom, I might want to kind of elevate that a little bit off the ground, so just so it can get a bit more airflow inside of the PC case. But yeah, I mean, having a desktop PC for the first time, it just feels amazing though. Very kind of much like a laptop, but obviously I'm used to desktop because obviously I've used a lot in my school. I've used desktop PCs in elsewhere. I see desktop PC videos all the time, most of the time in my day, well, in every day, let's say. When I'm watching YouTube, I'm just most of the time I'm just seeing PC, desktop. Mostly it's always desktop. Sometimes a laptop, but not all the time. Most of the time it's desktop because desktop is just more. It's more original. Laptop is good, but the only thing about laptop, I mean, it's a compact kind of PC. It still is a desktop PC, but just shrink down a little bit with the motherboard, less components, and with obviously the battery. Now my battery on mine isn't really. The battery is what's it called? The battery on my laptop didn't last that long. And it smelt kind of toxic for some reason as well. I don't know why. But yeah, these fans do have 6 blades. 6 fins or 6 blades. I want them to have more so they can have more cooling. So they can spin less but have the same amount of cooling. So say if these fans are running at like 75% speed, but if you get more fins, you can have it running at 25% speed, but still have it as if the fan was running at 75% speed, but just using way less electric and way more fins, obviously. If you know what I mean. Because having a fan with more fins and more power efficiency, it's a better way to go. Because maybe soon, I don't know when, I will probably be getting a Nidec fan for my PS4. That Nidec fan is going to be having a way more fins, and it's going to use less it's going to use like minus 10 amps less. So that's good. It's like, I think this is 12 volts 1.30 amps, the one that's currently in the PS4, which is the Delta fan, that loud ass jet fan with less fins. Looks like it's got about 15 fins. I don't know how many fins it's actually got, like 15, 17 maybe even more, I don't know. But the Nidec fan has a lot more. That's got like 19 or 20, 21, 22 or even 23 fins max for the Nidec fan. The Nidec fan, because the design is as well is also quieter. However, though, if it's the PS4 Pro, I don't know about the Slim, because the Slim is quiet anyway on its own with any fan. The PS4 Pro, however, that's also a loud console, and the thing about that is, if you've got a Delta fan, you do not have to switch out your fan, because the way the PS4 was designed, the way the fan designed. But if it's a Nidec fan in the PS4 Pro, you want to switch it out because for some reason Nidec fans run more louder. I don't know why. They will cool more, but they do run louder. I'm pretty sure. So just switch to a Delta Electronics fan. But if it's like a original, like a launch PS4, like the original PS4, you want to do the opposite. If it's a Delta fan in the original PS4, and obviously it's going to be running loud, it's going to be using more electric, because this one is right now 12 volts 1.40 amps. The Nidec fan is 12 volts 1.30 amps, which has more fins, so it can use less power but cool more, and it's way more quieter when it's running at lower speeds, because I've heard it in the 1250 model. It's fucking really quiet. I can just tell. Just because the way it's designed, I can just tell it's gonna be like, super quiet. If Noctua made a fan for the PS4, I want to know how that went. Obviously brushless, but yeah, they make fans for just desktop PC. They never make jet fans for laptops, which I wish they did. Not, well, yeah, kind of. But I wonder if I can get a Noctua fan on my Xbox 360, because yeah, what? All right. But yeah, so having quieter fans, more power efficiency, and it would just be better, just be way better. Because who would want less fins but more power? That's just I don't know. But what's it called? You can't have a smaller motor, but have less fins. That's one thing. Or you can't have a bigger motor, but more fins. I don't know. I'll probably go with the bigger motor just because it's got more fins, but I don't know because of airflow wise. If the motor's the same size, I'd go with the ones with more fins because obviously I know that's gonna push way more air. And it's gonna last me just way better, honestly. My process is gonna last forever with that. But yeah, I will eventually get a Noctua fan. I don't know which one. I don't know how many millimeters these are, but I'll have to see. I'll get one for the CPU and the case. Maybe even for the power supply. And currently, I can just hear wind in the power supply. I don't know if I need one for the power supply, but I'll get one anyways for the power supply. I could just get a quieter power supply. You never know. And I could have a quieter running PC, which will look really nice. And probably not have RGB, because RGB, it's just there for looks. It's going to take a little bit more electric, probably like about 1.5 volts more. But that's fine, because, the power supply's got enough voltage for you can do it. But yeah, what's it called? I see all these other connectors, and I've learned that those Molex connectors are actually for... What's it called? Those Molex connectors are actually for the older type of fans. But this is using newer types. So I don't know how old this power supply is, but this power supply looks really old. Just by looking at it, it just looks really old. I don't know why. It's also because it's got Molex connectors to it anyways. That's what makes it look really old. So, yeah, I'm going to see now if the PC posts. The VGA port, apparently, Mackenzie told me it was like bad, or it was faulty or something. I think it was the cable, or it was the port. It was one of them. I'm pretty sure it was just the port. So I got to make sure that's hooked in properly. Then I got to make sure on my TV I'm on the PC input. Then I got to make sure it posts. If it does post, amazing. If it doesn't post, then I don't know what the hell to do, because there is another display connector on there, but that's way older. That's going to do a worse job of displaying, but my TV, I don't think it's got that. I will give it a check though. My TV might have it. I just haven't checked far enough. Well, I have checked far enough, but I don't know if my TV does. I'm going to check right now. So I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to go to my TV. I'm going to check right now. So all I can see on the side is VGA, HDMI, Ethernet. Yeah, I don't really see another connection. Yeah, I'm going to assume on the bottom of the TV, which is where most of the connections are. Which is more harder to get to. I don't think it's over there. I could be wrong though. It's probably over there. I could just be wrong. I don't know. But just from looking at a side view, from the side angle from the TV, I can only see just the VGA port. Now, if it's got VGA, that's really good, because I have the ability to plug in my desktop PC. I don't have to use a HDMI port, because all of my HDMIs are taken anyways. Yeah, all of my HDMIs by my PS4, Xbox 360, and PS3 they're all taken up. So I don't really have much. So what I could do is try and hook it up to VGA, which I know VGA is kind of an old ass connection nowadays, but just give it a try, because I know HDMI is also quite old, but HDMI is perfect. Literally, it's like really good. Trust me, the grounding, everything, just the connection itself is really good. I like HDMI, and I know one of my bags I do have a VGA cable, so I will give it that check as well. I think it's in this bag. I'm pretty sure it's the VGA cable. I don't know. Might be this. No, that's not a VGA cable, that's a SVGA. Yeah, where is it? I remember having a VGA cable. It was either in this bag or was in different bags, but I remember having a VGA cable. I don't know. I think it was in a different bag because I don't know if it was in this bag. Well, I remember one of the bags I had a VGA cable. And that VGA cable looks to be in brand new condition. Right, what I'm going to do, since there's nothing over there, put this back. I'm going to go look in one of my other bags if the VGA cable's in there. So I'll be right back. If I can't find a VGA cable anywhere, I might have to buy one. Or I'll see if Mackenzie has any. But anyhow, I'll be right back. Okay, I like how quiet it's running. It's not running so quiet, but it's quiet enough anyways. Well, not that quiet, but you know. Anyways, yeah. So I'm back, and I'm back with a VGA cable that's catching now on my charging cable. That's not good. Okay, look at this. I'm back with this. It kind of sounds like a cat. I don't know why. Like, you know how like a cat walks and you kind of hear this? I don't know why. It just sounds like a cat. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, I've got a VGA cable finally, and all the connectors look perfectly fine. They don't look bent or anything. I'm hoping the cable actually works. So I might test this VGA cable with my laptop first, just see if we get any sort of display, just to confirm that it works, and then I'm going to test it with that. So that's what I'm going to do. Hook it up to my TV first, because I've never really did this before. I've never really, luckily I had a VGA cable, because if I didn't, then that would not be good, would it? Alright, let's connect this up, shall we? How do we do this? Let's go the other way. Okay, that's fine. I'll go this way. Connect the VGA cable. Come on. There we go. Just make sure it goes in all the way. Yeah. And now what you want to do, you want to screw it in. That's how people do it, old school. Old school way, oh yeah. That's how you get a VGA cable on my TV. Screw it in. It's really hard screwing it in though. That's the most I can get it in. Pretty good. Okay. I know it's gonna be a phone connection anyway. It's not really gonna go anywhere, is it? No. Oh god, I hate when things fall. It's really frustrating. Okay, that's the most I'm gonna do. Quickly just clean up the mess. Hold on. There we go, clean up the rest. This VGA cable is quite short, but it should still fit or work. Okay, so here's how it's currently going. I screwed it in my TV. Why am I running 0 frames? Okay, there we go. I screwed it in my TV. Now I just go to the laptop. Turn my laptop on, see if it displays anything. Because I want to know if this VGA cable does work. I've not tested it, I just want to know if it works. If it does work, pass, that's really good. Turn on my laptop first. Now we are getting live power in the laptop. What we should do though, this thing, I hate cables, man. Literally, even though cables are good, I just don't like them so much because they just get in my way. Where's my VGA lead gone? Oh yeah, there it is. Right, I almost pressed the power button on my. Oh shit, my phone almost slipped off my thing. Just connect it into my PC. Male connector, come on. There we go. It just goes in. All right. So now this is what it currently looks like. VGA connector going into my PC. Now what I do is I put my PC on the edge. Alright, what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to turn on my TV, obviously. See for the moment of truth, does it work? Okay, got that on. And on my TV I need to switch to PC. Let me just switch to PC. Ugh. This is all really risky stuff, guys, because I don't know what's wrong with this cable. Maybe there's nothing wrong with this cable. You never know. Okay, we're on PC. All right, we got PC up because I know what PC is on my TV. Obviously, I'm not stupid. Turn on. Turns on. See if we get anything. We're getting Windows. We're not getting anything on the TV though. I'm hoping we do get something on the TV. Let's see if we do though. Come on. For the moment of truth. Oh, we get something. Oh my god, this is amazing. We get something on the TV. Let's go. And it works perfectly. even though it's VGA, it's not going to be the best quality. Don't expect it to be the best quality. But even though it's VGA, it does work. And my TV is really, really bright for some reason. I think it's because I didn't set up the settings. That's probably why. It's probably all on default. The contrast is all up, everything. I need to get that shit set up. So just log in. It's not too bright though. Hold on. This is amazing though. Okay, there we go. This is wow. Home screen is really bright, by the way, but I can see what's up on the home screen. But it is really bright though. That's one thing. My TV is good for being bright, but I can adjust it to be dim as well. I like it more when it's dim. It's way more easier to see, cause the backlight and everything, you know. But yeah, we got my windows. My phone is seeing the TV nicely as well, which makes it look like I'm kind of screen capturing it, but even though I'm not. Yeah, so I'm happy that we got this cable and it's working. The only thing is though, it's kind of dusty, but I could clean that later on. What can we do? Yeah, I like how it does work, and it does, you know, takes a little bit longer to load up because this VGA is older. If that was HDMI though, it would load up straight away. As soon as the spinning dots come, that's when the HDMI would send the thing to the screen, and the TV would start mimicking the laptop, what the laptop's doing. But for VGA, only when you get to the lock screen, that's when you get the signal. I don't know why. I think VGA is just overall a little bit more slower. But I think it's because with the HDMI, I clean the connections. That's why it's so fast. You know, you never know though. Okay. Can I adjust? I don't think I have sound, do I? No, I don't have sound. That's another issue. I don't have sound on my TV. Well, I do have sound. It's just there's no. VGA didn't originally have sound. It was just picture. That's it. So you just see picture through it. But the sound comes through the laptop. But obviously, yeah. But yeah, I like how perfectly it fits in though with my TV though. Look at that, perfectly, and it mimics my arrow perfectly fine as well, which is really good. All right, so I know VGA does work. So what I can do now, P in Windows key, no, wasn't meant to select something. No, not again. P in Windows key. Duplicate, let's put it on PC screen only. Right, there we go. And there we are. So I was just testing if my PC can, and it does have the ability to do it, and it does do it, and the cable does work. Let me just shut it down. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta hook it up to my PC. I don't know if my PC is gonna post or not, but I would just give it a try anyways. There we go. Let's quickly close the lid of the laptop. Close the laptop. There we are. Yeah, so it all does work. It does work, which is really good to see, because even though it's low quality, it's VGA. What do you expect? It's lower quality work. Okay. Accidentally switched the camera. I was not looking at the phone screen, so I'm trying to get this cable not like untied. Anyways, switch the camera. PC's still running, by the way. Probably still hear it. Yeah, it's still running, but it's running not so quiet. It's still audible. It's like 10 decibels, let's say. I don't know how loud that would be, but 10 decibels. It's not so quiet. It's not so quiet. Yeah, I'll probably say it's about as loud as my Xbox 360 is. That's how loud I would say. But Xbox 360, when it's just idle, it's on the home screen, it's not doing anything. That's about how quiet this is. Not so quiet, but it's, not so audible either. Now let's pull this out of my laptop. So obviously that works. I like how the VGA port works on my laptop as well. Turn my PC off. I don't want it running while I'm trying to hook it up. Hold it, actually, yeah. I really need to go toilet. Okay. So. Fuck. What's it called? How much percent is my phone now? 40%. Yeah, it's because the live stream is making the phone, or the low power mode is making the phone like really getting hot. Anyways, I'm gonna put my phone down again. Now I'm gonna hook it up to the PC. Turn off live power as well, just in case. Because if for all you guys out there, some of you can be idiots and have live power still going. So just have that turned off and then have the VGA hooked up. Let's see if the VGA displays anything. Because I'm really hoping it does. Yeah, it does feel like a firm connection though. So if that's just the case, then you know, that's fine. Shit. Let's just screw it in now. Make sure it's screwed in all the way. Yeah? Okay, hold on. Gotta make sure it's screwed in tight. Not too tight though. Don't force it all the way, but just make sure it's screwed in. Make sure it's firm. Turn the PC on. Yeah, live power is now feeding through. I don't know if it's gonna display anything. I'm hoping it does. Oh, shitty hell. That did kind of scare me for a second though. See if it displays anything. The PC is now on. The VGA is connected, as you probably see. Gotta go for my food, you probably heard, but not displaying anything. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm turn the PC off. My TV's not doing anything. It's not like showing anything right now. Hold it, obviously. I've really got to go for a piss and my food at the same time. Let's get the hard drive in. See how this hard drive does. Let's see what it does, okay? So don't know what it does right now. I don't know what it sounds like either. I know what it does, obviously. It's a mechanical hard drive, that's its properties, but I don't know what it does, okay? I don't know what it sounds like, I mean. Ready, 3, 2, 1. The hard drive is on. Let's see if we get anything. I'm hoping it does post. Really, I'm hoping it does. Because if we're not getting a signal, let me just put the hard drive there. Hard drive would probably just be loading away anyways. Make sure it's hooked up. There's nothing on the TV, which is not... It doesn't really make sense. Hard drive loading anything? Hard drive is loading a lot, but there's nothing going on. So wait, not even an LED for a hard drive. That hard drive is very quiet. That's one thing, because it's a loud ass PC. Yeah, the hard drive is loading things, but nothing on the screen. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, it has the exact same sound when you turn it off. Obviously, it's Toshiba. But one thing is, I need to take out the RAM, because I don't know what the RAM is like. I don't know if the RAM is in the right slot or not. What I'm going to do though, take it out, because I don't need the RAM. I don't need this RAM in anyways. I need more RAM. The more RAM you have, the more kind of video RAM you have too. Take this RAM stick out. And the RAM stick is now out. So I took this. Why is it switching cameras? I took it out of its slot there and there. And now I'm going to put in new ones. I think they're more megahertz too. Yeah, this is only 10600. I'm gonna get the one with more megahertz, the one with 12800, I think it is. Where is it? Okay. So the PC is not posting. It doesn't look like it to be anyways. But I do have more RAM here, if I show you guys. I have got more RAM. So these two RAM sticks are both the same clock speed and everything. You know, they came from another PC. But now I'm going to put these RAM sticks in my PC, my desktop. Let's do this. Make sure that's done too. Make sure the RAM stick goes in. Oh, I didn't look at the other one. The other one is not done. There we go. Yeah, I think that's in about enough. That should be in anyways. It's not that dark though. I think it's going in the right way anyways. There we are. Now it's in. Put in the second stick of RAM. That's also supposed to just click in like that. Then it goes in. So now the RAM sticks are in. RAM sticks are in. That's good. Now we're just going to make sure, like, well, let's just unplug the hard drive anyways, because why not? Let's unplug this. Let's see what happens if I try to boot with 2 sticks of RAM. Let's see if it beeps or anything. It probably does. Probably doesn't. Cause I've seen what a PC does with 2 sticks of RAM and no hard drive. Probably still doesn't post, which is a bit shitty. But one thing it does turn on. So the posting is the issue, but if I try to fix it, then who knows? Who knows? It's probably not going to be an issue. What if I just have it loose? Probably might get a signal now. Need to go for my food, so I need to be right back. Actually, no. I could have it just running now. Right? Ready? Okay. I'm gonna have it running while I'm gone, so I'll be right back. And I might take a bit long, so I don't know. Alright everyone, I'm back, and I don't know how long that was. It only felt like 10-20 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes. But I'm back. I am back, and the PC is still running as I left it. Everything is how I left it. The TV's still on, no signal obviously. So I gotta see what's going on, because I honestly do not know what's wrong with the VGA connector port. But yeah, I need to see if I could put this PC over there somewhere. I'm pretty sure I can. Then it'll kind of little bit mute the noise, but not completely. Basically, because it'll be over there, and over there is, well, you can still hear it, but it's not going to be as loud as it is here. I don't know. I think it's because of where it's placed. Now, I'm going to place it over there. Obviously, I'm going to stand up the entire thing if I can when I get the PC case. But I don't know. I could also run it next to the PS4 if I choose to, but I don't know, because where am I going to put the games? That's the only issue. Where am I going to put the games? Because I'm just thinking I should just put this PC down there somewhere, like behind the PS2. move all the stuff over there. Clean the area, obviously. Place the PC down over there, and just run it, I guess. And then, run Hitman 2 and stuff. See how all the games and stuff run on it. But anyways, I can't really get it to display anything right now because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happened to this female port. I don't know what the heck this female port's been through, but switch up the PC. There is not really doing much. Okay, the PC is off now, so I can now work on it. Hold on. So I've now taken out the lower clocked RAM, switched it in with higher clocked, because higher clock is better. I don't know if the motherboard supports it though, but for some reason it's not posting. It should be posting. Come on, man. I don't know what's going on. It should just be posting anyways. But I should probably have it plugged in halfway. Turn it back on. So it might take a bit to post now. I don't know what angle he said it's supposed to be at, but it is not posting. It's a bit of a shame though, isn't it? It's not posting. I don't know why. I think he said something about like tape. You gotta tape the Vga cable to the thing, but I don't know. I do have the other RAM. Could just trade this in with laptop RAM. Trade it in for 2 8GB sticks if it's available. Doesn't matter if it's lower clock, it just has to be more, I don't know. I mean, higher clock is faster, obviously. But I don't know, man. I would go for higher clock, but at the same time, if you want more memory, I would go for lower clock and higher memory. Higher clock and lower memory, I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyways, I do have 2 4GB sticks in there, so now it's basically like my laptop. If I want to do, I could get wait, is this DDR3? Because it looks like it's DDR3. It probably is. HP. Woo. Yeah, those were HP also, weren't they? Pretty sure they were. Probably it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be HP, but you know. It's the Windows Vista or Windows 7 version of HP. Look at the HP logo from Windows Vista or Windows 7. One of those. Look at this. And just see how it is. I like that HP logo, nice and shiny. How it was back then, but nowadays it's completely different. Things are more, I don't know, more flat looking nowadays. The more cartoony-ish, let's say. Not really, but I don't know. They're kind of more to the animation side of things. Less texture, yeah. So things these days have zero texture, obviously. But things back in Windows 7 days or the Windows Vista days, obviously. What I could do though is I could try to install Windows 7 on this PC, and I think Hitman 2 would still run on it. Doesn't matter what OS it is, but I could try. Could literally could try to install Windows 7. If not, then obviously Windows 10. If this machine was made for Windows 10, I would run it. I don't know what Windows is made for. I know I could try to run an older version of Windows, something like Windows Vista. That might work. I don't quite know though, because Windows Vista is very old. Well, not that old, but you know, it's about as old as Jamie is, but as old as I am or as old as Jamie is, yeah. Basically, you know, I could run any OS. I mean, it's a Core i3, and the worst thing about Mackenzie's PC, he's got a Core 2 Duo, which is basically an Intel Core i2, and the Duo means dual core. I don't know how many cores the Core i3. I think the Core i3 might also be 2 cores, but it's just a little bit more better. But you know, yeah. So I do. What's it called? I will try to see if it posts first. If it doesn't post, then I'll probably just use the other port on it. If not, then I might have to get the entire VGA port replaced. I don't know how much that's gonna cost me, but it's gonna cost me anyways. So all you need is a replacement VGA port along with a what was it? Not HDMI, along with soldering iron, flux, and new soldering balls. What is it using right now? It is currently, I don't really know. Yeah, it probably is. But anyways, I'll see how this PC posts. If this PC does not post, which probably isn't, it is not right now. On that video call, it was posting though. I did see it did post. I'm gonna have to think. What's it called? I'm gonna have to get a graphics card for it. But depends what graphics card, because, well, most likely it's probably Nvidia, because Nvidia graphics card are really good. Something like Intel graphics, I don't know, even though Intel graphics on the CPUs, it's okay. I mean, Intel does make GPUs internally. They used to. I don't know if they do anymore. But what's it called? With all the PCs I've experienced, they've always, if it's a CPU GPU system, the GPU is always of Intel. And the thing about the GPU is, that's how you know that they make GPUs. But obviously, AMD did kind of the same thing. But AMD with GPUs are more common. So I think the best graphics card in the world currently, not sure if it is anymore, but on the web a week ago or two, it was the AMD Radeon RX something 100. I think it was 500, RX 5700. I think it was. That was apparently the best GPU in the world. Don't know how much it cost, but apparently it was the best GPU in the world. Now, and then it was also the 2060 or 2080 Ti. But obviously Nvidia is quite common. But yeah, if I do get a good graphics card, I will get something like a 1060 or lower, maybe like a 1030 maybe. I just need something good enough to run Hitman 2 and not have any issues rendering the game, because I want it to run a powerful game, but at the same time I could render it in ultra settings too. Yeah, maybe something like a 1060 or 1080 Ti. I don't know if I need a 1660 Ti for that. I can if I want, but then if I run Hitman 2 ultra settings, then yeah, the fans obviously are going to go full speed. That's something I've experienced. Well, not something I've experienced, but that's something my other friend experienced. But basically, he has a Dell G5 gaming PC with a Core i5 in it and I was going to say AMD Radeon, Nvidia GeForce. I think it's a GeForce. It might be a GeForce. Yeah. All I know is a Nvidia GPU that is a 1660 Ti graphics card, and basically, yeah, it runs Windows 10 perfectly fine. And yeah, if you probably guessed it, the heatsink and the fan is pretty much the same. The same heatsink, same fan. You know, that's just what you get for stock. But if that guy actually, what's it called? If my friend actually does think a little bit more about his PC, then you can just get a fan upgrade, which also would make his fans quieter. Now, I would get something like Noctua fans. I don't know if they do Noctua fans for the graphics card, but I know they do it for the PC case fans, and also for the CPU fan, because the CPU fan is kind of like a case fan. Basically, kind of is, or you could use it as it. But yeah, case fan is usually a little bit more bigger than regular CPU fan. But yeah, I'm just using the stock parts. Stock power supply, stock heatsink, stock CPU, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what CPU this motherboard originally had, but I got given a Core i3. And obviously a stock case fan. Now, the RAM is not stock. A few minutes ago I swapped it out. Everything else though in the PC is all stock. So eventually I'm gonna get, better hardware for my PC. I don't know what these other connectors are for. They're probably for more fans, maybe. I don't know though. Probably for more case fans, I'm gonna assume. I don't quite know what those other connectors are for anyways. And there's one little female port for something, but I don't quite know what. Obviously you got the dusty beeper as well. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't post for some reason, and I don't know why. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna have to go on a video call with Mackenzie again to see why it doesn't post. He can probably tell me why. But yeah, the TV is just still not receiving a signal, which is not a good thing. This TV should be receiving a signal by now, but it's not. Yeah, I just think this PC is not really posting. But it is running quiet though, a little bit quiet. It's running more calmer. Wait, does a case fan even run full speed as well? 3, 2, 1. No, it's just the CPU fan. It sounds like it's both fans running at full speed, but even though it's just a CPU fan that does that. Obviously that's the main, trying to call the main component though. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's supposed to display anything, or if the hard drive has any data. Let me just turn it off though. Okay, let me connect up the hard drive. I've got the hard drive here. Let's connect up the hard drive. I love how simple connectors are these days. There we go. Plugs in so nicely. Do not know where to put this hard drive. I might just have the hard drive. I wouldn't really have it standing up, but I would just have it laying somewhere. So something like this, but probably. Somewhere where just it'll be balanced. 3, 2, something like that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa, shit. Okay, my hard drive just moved on its own. I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen, but we do have the hard drive. Hard drive is doing things, but there's nothing on the screen. It's not even posting. Come on, PC. I don't know if it's just a bad chip. If it's a bad chip, I can't do it. I can't do much about it. If it's the actual port, then I can do much about it. I can do a lot, or not so much, but yeah. There's even more connectors you could just see in the shadow. There's more connectors. I don't know what these other connectors are for, but I mean the PC turns on, it just doesn't post. And the thing is, I want it to post because I want to get a signal on my TV, just so I can see Windows 10 booting. Because I like seeing Windows 10 boot. Hold on, what is that? Nothing. It's nothing. Okay. Probably something though. Let's check. Yeah, it's nothing. So yeah, you know, not doing much. The case fan is running though, obviously. But these fans, the fans themselves are pretty quiet. The only fan that's loud though is the power supply fan. But I mean, obviously older hardware will run faster. Not faster, but louder, I mean. It's just because older power supply, they will consume more power, so obviously the fan has to run at a higher speed. But anyways, we're not getting anything at the moment, which is not a really good sign to see. Because normally I'm supposed to be seeing the Windows 10 boot, and it's not booting. Which is really bad. So I'm probably going to go on a video call with Mackenzie and see what's up. I'm going to have to see what he says. So let me just go on a video call right now on my other phone. Yeah, I didn't realize on my other phone I could just do it too. Let me just go on a Discord call. See if he picks up. I'm hoping it does. Come on, Mackenzie, pick up. Mackenzie, man. Mackenzie, man. Mackenzie, man. Okay, hold on. Let me just exit. Why don't you hear anything? That's a glitch. Okay. I don't hear anything. It's not making a dialing sound. That's really strange. I don't know if it's... Okay, I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's completely just dead silent, the speakers. They're not making any sound. It's a bit strange. Okay, Mackenzie did not join. Come on, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, man. Mackenzie, man, just join. Oh, man. At least I got the PC, though. Mackenzie, man. Okay. Let me just exit out because he's not answering. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's really, really busy or something. I am just... See, my phone is slowly draining battery, so I'm just going to put it back on airplane mode. But yeah, Mackenzie, if you do decide to Discord call me, join this live stream and then text me that you're calling me on Discord in the live stream, and then I will put my phone back on to the internet. Oh yeah, connect it back to the internet. Then I'll answer your Discord call. But yeah, I've tested the Vga cable. It is working, but for some reason the PC is not posting, which is a bit worrying because, well, it's on the PC end, not really the cable. There's nothing wrong with the cable. The cable's in. It's in the female port 100%. It's the PC, man. I honestly don't know I don't know what part you said I had to apply the tape on. I don't know. I can't remember if you said that or not, but if I did have to apply any tape, which part on the VGA cable? Because I didn't really thoroughly see it, you know. But anyways, yeah, so I do have this RAM out. Still with my HP RAM. But normally on my TV, it should just be booting. It should just say HP, and then we should have a signal. Otherwise, if not, then I don't really know. But yeah, the hard drive is just running idle. I don't know if that's good, but that means it's not loading anything. I'm just going to turn it off like this. Yeah, I think this is 2016. It should be fast. It should be turning off anyways. Or should just go to sleep. I don't know which one, because I don't know if it's gonna be sleeping or not, because the LED doesn't even show that it's sleeping. Because I don't know if it's sleeping or if it's just not on. But the fact that it doesn't post, it kind of worries me. Okay, I don't know why the hard drive moved like that. That was really strange. Yeah, the hard drive was running idle. And then shit. And then, yeah. But it sounds like a 5400 RPM hard drive. I don't know why. Yeah. The hard drive doesn't really have much labeled on it. But I'm pretty sure it's SATA 3. I mean, it's doing SATA 2 write speeds, but I don't know. Seriously, man, I just don't know. And which one did he have it plugged into? How did he get that working? Hold on. Let me try all the different ports. Let me see if it's just a hard drive. It's probably just a hard drive. I'm hoping it's just a hard drive. So if it's not, I'm not gonna be happy. Is it this orange one here? And now let's turn the system back on. Let's see if we get a signal. I'm really hoping we do get a signal because I really want a signal to come up on the TV. Normally it should just come up with a signal, but it's not. We're not even receiving a signal. So there's something wrong somewhere. Might just be a bad retimer chip. It's normally what the Xbox One does, with the bad retimer chips, you know. But yeah, this PC just is not running how I want it to. I know we're not getting anything on the TV whatsoever. God, man. This is just, wow. One thing about technology, it can go like this, but you know, us humans can fix it if we know how to, and if we know what we're doing. See if the CPU got hot. Did the CPU get hot? CPU didn't even get hot. What? It's really strange. Doesn't really sound like it's loading much, but I'm just gonna go. Ready? Yeah, if it's making that kind of sound, then obviously there is something wrong with the video out. So I don't know what it is, but I tried it. I've really tried everything. I don't know if it's a loose cable. Tried, you know, seeing if it is, and I don't think it is. But what about if we just have no RAM? Take out the RAM. 1 RAM, 2 RAM. Thank you. And fuck. Thank you. Okay. 2 RAM sticks are out. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure it just beeps. It goes beep beep. Or something like that. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure it'll just beep. Let me just take out the hard drive because there's no need for it to be there anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that beep is there for a reason, so 3, 2, 1. It's gonna stop beeping, I know. That's what the HP PCs do, you know? It's that fucking beeper. But again, there is nothing on the TV, so wait, Mackenzie's PC be like? It's gonna start beeping again. Yep. I knew it was gonna do that. Alright, anyways, yeah. Pretty much I knew exactly what it was gonna do. Basically, it's doing the same thing that my Dell laptop does when it has no RAM or hard drive, just beeps. Because obviously there's nothing to boot from, there's no memory, there's nothing telling it to boot anything, so it makes a lot of sense. But when you have RAM, this is still not displaying anything on the TV, and it makes no sense. Like, it should be displaying something, but it doesn't. So I don't know what's going on. Could try and swap out the RAM. That may work. Put in the RAM sticks, obviously. Putting in the RAM right now. Hold on. It's kind of forced up. There we are, and just clip that in like this. Hold on. Like this. Okay, there we go. Let's see what just one RAM stick does. Obviously, it's not going to be... I'm not even joking. It's fucking posting. What the? Auto adjust. It's posting. It's fucking posting. Let's go. Oh man, this is amazing. It actually posts. This is what I wanted. And it does. It's posting. So it's basically just the RAM then, I guess, isn't it? If that's the case, and it's not the VGA port or connector, I'll literally boot it right now. I'm not even joking. I'll restart the PC and I'll actually boot it. I'm gonna connect up the hard drive though. So we've got the data. We need the power. There we go. And now that's connected. Let's see if it boots up. Oh man, honestly, it posts as well. Build 083. Oh man, it literally posts as well. I like that though. It posts, but obviously, you know, this TV is not really a monitor, but it does post. So yeah, now I'm gonna just restart. So I'm gonna restart the PC. Yeah, basically it is the RAM then, isn't it then? Turn it off. Turn it on again. Look at this, ready? It's literally gonna fucking post now. Let's go. Error. What's this? Intel. Auto adjust. Hold on. There we go. Hey, let's go. So yeah, it does post and it's booting Windows 10, which is honestly, it's crazy to see because the VGA does work. So if that's the case, and there's nothing actually wrong with it, that's what I need. Kind of hear it calming down a little bit, that power supply fan. But yeah, it does post, and it is posting. So yeah, the PC does post. The only issue was just the RAM. So yeah, it does post. Let's see if we got our desktop. Well, it should be loading. Yep, there we are. Okay, I'm not sure if my phone could see that, but yeah, we do have it posting. It's posting in the correct image as well, so that's really good. The only issue is it's in that stretched resolution. I'm gonna try and fix that though, because I want to make that 1920 by 10. Oh man, this is amazing. All right. Honestly, oh wait, look. I only just know it. Look at the fucking LED. The LED actually shows the hard drive's doing things. Okay, now the good thing I need to do. I'm gonna put my hard drive right there. That's if it doesn't fall away. I need to balance it off somewhere. Okay, the hard drive is now balancing. Hope it doesn't fucking fall. Right here. If you just use my keyboard, my wireless keyboard and mouse. My mouse has the USB with it. But man, that's honestly such a good thing to see. It does post after all. So what was it? This other RAM. I think it's because the other RAM slot isn't it's faulty. But yeah, may as well just boot with one piece of RAM then. But something that's 4 gigs. 4 gigs is fine, but the other RAM slot for some reason is faulty. Well, this TV, fucking hell, this thing is bright. Look how much the bright goes to. It goes really far, by the way. That it's bright. Like the phone can see it perfectly, but when I see it from my eyes, it's really bright. To be honest, I'm gonna get my mouse. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse, man? Shit, I can feel it. Okay. Take my mouse. The hard drive is definitely doing things though. I could definitely see that though. So that's one indication. That's the one good indication that I can see the hard drive it's got a hard drive activity LED. So I could clean the pins of that later on. Anyways, I need to locate the USB ports. There's no USB ports here. Oh, that's kind of a shame. There's only three USB ports. Where did I just put? Oh, there it is. Okay. But anyways, that's still pretty good though. Let's see if I can get it in. Shit. Hold on. I could have just did this beforehand, but I didn't know it was gonna post. I didn't have a clue it was. Okay, we got the mouse plugged in. We obviously got no sound, which I could fix that later. I could just use the mouse for now. Do we have an arrow? Yes, we have an arrow. Let's go. Okay. Oh man, this is honestly, having the desktop is really good, but it's gonna be all Intel. Why is location on? Why is brightness up? Put the brightness down. Turn off location because I do not need that. But this is really good to see. You know, the PC's posting, it's running. So, you know, all we got to kind of clear out the taskbar because I don't need so much stuff in the taskbar right now. I don't really need Microsoft Store, do I? Or Mail. This is really good. Right, let's go to settings then, shall we? Settings. No, I went to the wrong shit. It's fucking settings, man. Oh no. Oh fucking hell. It's bright as so bright, man. Yeah, it's about as bright as the monitors in my school is. Yeah, it's really bright. I need to go to personalization, because I hate the bright mode, man. It's so bright. Let's go to colors. Was it colors? Dark, come on. That's so much better. Okay, where's transparency effects? Because I need to search for that as well. We got the keyboard working as well. Look, feels like I'm using an old school PC. It's kind of is, but not exactly. Transparency. I probably typed it in wrong. Show transparency in Windows. There it is. Turn that shit off because I don't need that. There we go. Oh wait, it was in the same. I didn't realize. It was in the same thing. Window show lock screen background picture on the sign-in screen. All right, where is? Let me go to system. This is way easier for me now. 1280 by 1024. Hold on. What is going on here? I don't quite know what's going on. Maybe the hard drive's installing the thing. Focus assist. Well, I don't really need to duplicate my display. There's no point, so I just have all this off. So off, and off. Nice. Power and sleep. What's in here? Let's see. Power and sleep. 10 minutes. Let's put that to 1 minute. So it will sleep in a minute, basically. Yeah, barely anything on this hard drive at the moment. Eventually I will be getting an SSD for it, which would be amazing. Use the appropriate mode from hardware. Okay, I'm just so. Oh man, this is amazing. I don't know what the fuck this is. What is this? What is this shit? Yeah, I don't really quite know what that is. Don't have internet on there at the moment. Yeah, I'm fine with LAN cable, but I don't know. I don't quite know at the moment. Yeah. Also, let me customize my thing here so it's not too bad. Done. There we go. It's just way better for me. And obviously my PC. Gaming. Yeah, I don't need any of that on. Game mode, I mean, I could keep it on if I want to, but I don't have to. Which is okay. I'm just happy that I got this PC to actually post. Which is one really good thing for me. So let's go to privacy. You see how all of this is on? You need to make sure all of this is off. So if all of this is on, it's not good, is it? Make sure this is off too. Yeah, this is running the kind of old version. This is like 20H1 or something. I don't even know, man. Location. Camera off. Microphone off as well. Voice activation. I don't need this on. Yeah, I don't need that on. Notifications. I don't know. Count info off. Contacts off. Calendar off as well, just because. Phone call off. Call history off. Okay, so just have most of these apps off, and off.